Welcome on in, everybody. Today we're going to be revisiting some of my older videos and refining them a little bit to be, more helpful for anybody that has been struggling with some of these Umas. So today we're doing the second Uma that I made a guide for, TM Opera. Oh, she's a long, medium, late pace chaser, A aptitudes by default. She has a 20% stamina bonus and a 10% wit bonus. So originally we did a 4-speed 2 stamina card deck with her. However, we're going to be changing up things a little bit here as we've slowly evolved over time, and I think that we can make this even better. So we're going to be using our Umas that have good power and good speed bonuses as per usual. These are going to be the main focuses of our training, and we're going to be a little less direct with our stamina training and really just focus on making sure that we have enough to get through the races, as this is in fact an A-rank guide and not a PvP character guide. So we're going to choose our winning ticket there. Let's go ahead and find our tried and true Tokai Tail 4212 split. This is a pretty good spark split, and we will get some pretty good bonuses during our inspiration, so we'll go ahead with that. For our support cards, we're going to reset this, and we are far beyond the Gemini Cup, so we're going to do TM. That should be more than enough for me to realize who this is for. And this time we are going to be going with a 2 wit card deck, a 1 stamina of Super Creek, hopefully we can get Swinging Maestro, and then we're going to be doing a 3 speed deck as well. And you've probably noticed by now that this is a very common deck that we use. It is extremely helpful at getting your A ranks. It's going to give you just enough stamina to complete your races, but also just enough support cards on speed and wit to get those up to a S rank for speed and a B rank, maybe even an A rank for wit. So we chose our support cards based off of the highest levels that we have for those types of support cards, but we also took a look at the skills that they provide as well. We have a few cards that do quarter recovery, one that does straightaway recovery, the potential to get Swinging Maestro. Kidasun Black comes with the ability to get Professor of Curvature, which is a wonderful skill. So it's a pretty good setup. We're going to work on getting these support card friendships up here at the beginning. Let's see what we got. We got a double stack. We'll do a wit training here. If we got a double speed stack on anything, we are going to take that as we want to get our speed cards up as quickly as possible. Let's see here. That's another double speed. Well, not a double speed. It's a speed with a skill hint and then Super Creek. And Super Creek falls behind in the training quite a bit. I only have 1 level unlocked for her, so she's not maxed out by any means. But having just that 1 level unlock makes her an extremely better support card than just her base form. Here we don't have any fantastic options, so we will do our recreation and recover. We'll have time if we hurry. He's going to give us a speed bonus there. Any thoughts on your strategy will give us that home stretch haste skill. That is one that we don't necessarily need, but it's not very expensive, so it's nice to have. So at the end of the career path, if we have low skill points, we can still purchase that and not end up with a bunch left over. Our energy is a little low here, so let's go ahead and take a rest. And we got the 50 bonus for our energy. Looking good. Good wit bonus there. Kidasun Black skill hint and a double stack on speed. We'll take it. And we got quarter recovery early on, which is great. That's what we're looking for. Quarter recovery is a fantastic skill that evolves into Swinging Maestro. Let's do our wit training here since we got a double stack. And we got 2 turns before our junior debut. We'll do another power training since we have these 2 on there. And we're trying to keep Super Creek kind of on the same level as the other cards, but she's not as important, as we're not really focusing on getting her rainbow training as much as we are her skills. We'll do the stamina 3 stack there before our junior debut, and we should be all set. We'll skip through as the Overlord wishes. Will give us a little bit of a stamina boost going into that race. And let's see what we got here. The junior debut shouldn't be too difficult of a race, but we will switch her over to a front runner just to increase our chances of getting first place and not having to do another maiden race or, you know, earn a certain amount of fans. So we got 16 turns just for this second one. Ironically, I said not earn a certain amount of fans, but we have 5,000 fans as our next goal. Do a selfie contest there for some speed boosts. We'll do a wit training. We should really have no issue getting that 3,864 fans. But what we're going to do, just as a precaution, and what I highly recommend, especially if you are not super familiar with the races, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look some turns ahead to see if we can't find a good race. I can't remember if the Hopeful Stakes is lined up for TM Opera, but we are going to take a look here to see if that is, as there it is. That's going to be the one we go to. 10 turns, Hopeful Stakes. It's an easy race to win, and it's got 7,000 fans. With our support card bonuses, we're actually going to get quite a bit more than that. Even if we just come in second place, we should be fine. So now we got double stack on Wit. We'll take it, get that energy up a little bit there. Now, we do have a rainbow trading Wit, but our energy is looking pretty decent, so let's go ahead and do the triple stack on Stamina. Till the rain just stops, going to give us a speed and power bonus there. Our energy is getting a little low, and we don't want to risk a failure just going into our second goal here, so we'll take a rest. We'll train speed here with the triple stack. And we got a special event there with Die with Scarlet that gave us some energy back, which is great. We'll do the Super Creek skill event since we got a triple stack there anyway. Probably not going to use Hesitant Pace Chasers, but who knows, maybe one to purchasing it at the end of career. 2 on Wit, we'll take it. Get our speed cards up a little bit higher. We can now do Rainbow Training with Kitasun Black. And again, this is looking like another good time to train our speed. We got a triple stack. Matikane Fukugitaru can now do Wit Training, Rainbow Training, which is nice. We'll do the Wit Training there. Get Narita Taishin up into the high green. If we do another one there, that should push her over into the orange. And now all 3 of our speed cards can actually do Rainbow Training. So if we get lucky, we'll get a triple stack. And that is going to give us an insane boost. I really don't want to do Guts, so let's do the Wit there. Doesn't hurt to get Super Creek up higher. If we end up struggling with any stamina at the end, we could always do that. Nope. Yes, now we have our scheduled race for the Hopeful Stakes. We'll take a look here, and we should be good. Our stats are looking nice. Switch us back to a Pace Chaser. View results, and that is all the fans we needed, and then some right there. Always go for the Hopeful Stakes if you're low on fans. That is the goal for every single career path that I do. We'll do a Soothing Bath and get some energy back. So we do have a double stack speed. We're going to take it. Double rainbow on speed is lovely. I would even prefer a triple stack, but we want those later on when our levels are actually a bit higher, because that's going to even further increase the amount of points that we get. Let's do the Super Creek skill then. Another Hesitant Pace Chasers, unfortunately, but that's fine, we'll keep going. Tell her not to be late, and then we have our very last turn here before this goal is met, which is completely fine. We'll take a rest. Or sorry, 2 turns, we'll take a rest. And now we can start working on some Wit Training here. Max out our energy bar, and that is that second goal achieved. Easy peasy. 5,000 fans, done. Now we got 2 turns before the Satsuki show. Ooh, 34 Wit, we will take that. With the Super Creek skill then. Our mood's great. It went down, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll do this one. Oh, we actually still have to get King Halo up. I missed that. My mistake, but we'll train her up. We'll be fine. Here comes our inspiration. This is where a lot of our power points are going to come from. Hopefully we'll get lucky here with a good spread. 61, not fantastic, but not awful. Satsuki should be a easy race for us. We'll take a look at the predictions. Our stamina's a little low. Normally I don't go by those predictions. I usually just use it as a gauge for our stamina. So let's go ahead. I'll buy corner recovery there, as it is heavily discounted, so might as well purchase it now and pretty much guarantee our first place success. View results, and bam, there you go. First place, no problem, by 2.5 lengths, so pretty solid lead there. Now we got 2 turns before the Japanese Derby, which is going to be our first 2,400 meter race. Our stamina is actually a little bit higher than it usually is at this point in the career path, which is fine. So we can focus on getting our power and our speed up. That's a King Halo hint, and she is now in our rainbow training area. Okay, we'll do the wit training here since her energy is a little bit low, and it gives a bit of a speed bump as well. We already purchased quarter recovery, so we should be fine. But we did just get swinging Maestro. That's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and purchase that. And now we should be pretty solid for our stamina for the rest of this career, actually, because that is just such an amazing skill to have. Here we go. First place again. +3 in each stat. Not huge, but we'll take it. Any increase to our stats is always appreciated. And now we got 13 turns before the Arima Keenan. And we got 2 turns until beach training, so let's do the double wit here. Get a little bit of energy back. 1 more turn before beach training. Get a little speed bonus there. We'll do 1 more wit training. Excellent. Wit training is going good. We're gonna have to start pouring quite a bit more into stamina, or speed here actually is what I meant to say. We'll do 1 more wit training. We want like a really good speed stack. Come on, what do you got for me? Do another wit training. Might as well max out our energy if we can. Well, no really good options here, so I'll just do a speed since we only have 2 turns anyway, and we do get a bonus just for being beach training, so might as well make use of these last 2 trainings during the beach. And there we go, that's a King Halo. Overall, not a fantastic beach training, but that's okay. We'll get our mood up here with Kita-san Black. And we got 7 turns. Take a rest. Only 30, that's a bummer, but we're okay. We'll do the top option here. It'll give us a little bit of energy back. Okay, we'll take the Rainbow Training Speed. Ramp up, probably not a skill we'll purchase, but always good to have more options. Tell Taichi we want to cheer her up. And that's a double stack on speed, we'll take that. Speed level 3, so now we're going to get an extra stat bonus while training speed. And there's our Professor of Curvature skill hint proccing, which is fantastic. We got a 60 on wit, we'll take it. Daiwa Scarlet is a fantastic wit card. A 43 on wit, we'll take that. Our wit is very high for this stage in this career path, but that's okay. We'll rest, get some energy back. We need to start cranking some speed trainings in here, so hopefully we'll get lucky with our stacks. What do we got here? A 34 double stack, we'll take it. And there's preferred position, getting all of our skills procking good. We'll do 1 wit training before, might as well get the stat points before the Ariba Keenan. Skills, now we might as well purchase our Professor of Curvature. We already have Swinging Maestro, but I'm going to get preferred position, decrease fatigue mid-race, because we haven't really been training our stamina, so might as well buy some blue skills before this race. It's 2,500 meters, so 100 meters longer than the Japanese Derby. Our stats are looking pretty good. And boom, that's the first place. Those skills really do a huge number for us, so That is why we want to purchase those before these longer races. 7 turns before the longest race of our career, which is going to be the Tenno Show Spring. And this event, we will take the feast, gets 30 energy back. 29 wit. I like these wit points, but where are our speed stacks? And what do we got here? Tissues. That's fine. That's fine. And that's a key to some black speed. We'll take it. Always a good bonus there. Alright, get through this dialogue. Now we got our second skill increased there. We'll do another key to some black speed and then take a rest. Great mood. Let's take this rest. Get our energy back. We got 70. That's wonderful. We'll do another rainbow training speed. Might as well put that on there while we can. Not getting very lucky with these late game double, triple stacks so far, but we still have plenty of time. Let's take some close-ups, get some wit. Still another good key to some black. We'll take it. And going into the Tenno Show, what do we have here? One more inspiration. What will we get for our power? We actually get a little bit of a speed boost here too, but the power is the number we're looking at. 82, that's what we like to see. And mood great, second skill boost, 51 triple stack. Those are what we get those 3 speed cards for. That's what we want to see. I'll respect her a lot. Get those 10 power points up. Now, before the Tenno Show, do we have any more blue skills we can buy? Decrease fatigue mid-race. We'll take it. Now, again, this is not a PvP build. This is just so we can get through these races and get the stats needed for a successful A-rank run. So we should be fine here with our Swinging Maestro and the other blue skills that we purchased. And that's a first place under our belt, even though the race prediction said that our stamina was super low. So that is good for us. 3 turns before the Takuzuki. Depending on what we get, we might take a rest. Yep, we're going to take a rest here. Try to max out our energy if we can. Pretty close, so not bad. And then we'll work on speed. We got 2 turns before the Takuzuki now. 25 speed, we'll take it. Again, we're trying to get our speed up as high as possible at this point. Everything else, like power, should kind of follow along. With a 31 speed, we'd love to see those with the double Yusumbak King Kalo training. And we should have kind of a Novar's old race here in the Takarazuka Kinen. I'm expecting we'll have a good lead here. What do we got? 10 lengths. We absolutely wiped the floor in that race. And now that the Takarazuka Kinen is under our belt, we will have 9 turns before the Japan Cup. I don't think we'll have any issue placing top 2. Beach training is good, but we're going to rest and recover. We want that energy and that mood to go up to great. It's one of the few times in the game where you can actually get the mood up and energy, and that's only in your 2 beach trainings. So we will take it a 53 wit. We'd love to see that. And now we got a 30 in speed. We'll take that. Those boosts that we get from having a great mood are massive, and we love to see it. We'll do the 36 wit. Our stats are looking pretty solid, so we're going to be choosing the highest stat increase options here. If you don't have an A+ in speed before the Japan Cup, I highly recommend continuing to train speed and foregoing the wit training at this point. The wit will pretty much be where you need it. You can get by, essentially, with a B in wit, because we're going to try to get that power up to an A with our increases as well. But wit is wonderful because it gives us that energy back. And there we go. Our stats are looking good. We'll take the 26 speed before the Japan Cup. We're going into the S rank for our speed, A, wit, B+ power. We'll probably get power up to AA by the end of this career, as well as maybe even get wit up to an S. So we'll see how that goes. But we should have no issue placing top 2 in the Japan Cup. There you go. That's the first place. Another 52,000 fans. We're looking solid here. and 1 turn before the final race of our goals, which is the Urimakinen. We'll do the wit training here. 24 wit, that puts us up to an A+ for our wit. And then after the Urimakinen here, we will be going into the URA finals. So let's take this race. We'll keep ourselves as the pace chaser. Should be able to get a pretty sizable first place win here by 2 lengths. I actually expected it to be a bit more than that, but that's still fine by me as long as we're taking home that first place. All goals achieved, and now we are in URA finals. So what do we have here? We got a 24 and a 46. We'll take the 46 wit all day, baby. This is why I love Daiwa Scarlet, Montikane Fukuki Taru. They absolutely kill it with the bonuses that you get when training wit. Qualifiers should be no problem. Excellent. That's a first place by 9 lengths. Plus 12 in all stats, so we're looking solid. And now we got to choose between a 27. Let's do the speed because we can always train wit next. So might as well get us up to an 1100 in speed that we'll get after getting the race bonuses. And we're pretty close to getting an S in wit as well. So let's take this race. Shouldn't be any issues. Last one we won by 9 lengths. This one we won by 7. It really is that simple. Once you get the good setup, it should be a breeze to get through and get the stats that you're looking for. I'm gonna risk it. 35%, but that's a triple stack. And we got it! Oh yes, we got it. We frickin' got it. That is awesome. Winning on the 35 triple stack is absolutely beautiful. So there we go. That's a first place, and that is by another 7 lengths. We got the legendary tier there. That was overall a fantastic run. Normally my stats are actually a little bit lower than this. We got pretty lucky with some of the stats, especially that one at the end there. But this is a pretty good mapping of how to easily get an A rank with TM Opera. So now that we have the skills, because traditionally I would have about 1100 speed, about a 800 in power, and then usually around actually a 750 in wit. Wit is usually around a B. We just got so many 46 procs there with that wit training with Daiwa Scarlet and Montikane Fukuki Taru. So overall, we got pretty lucky. We might even pull off an A+, but you should have no issue getting an A with her at minimum. And maybe you'll get lucky with the pulse too. So now we got to purchase our skills, medium, long, pace, late, all A aptitude. So let's buy medium, long, pace, and late. Long, medium, pace. And we got 134 points to play with. So let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and buy Sky High Tail Step. That'll put us down to 14 points, which is good. We want to use up as many of them as possible. And our final ranking, let's see what we got. And that is an A+, baby. So yeah, follow the guide. Pick similar support cards if you have. Pick as close to the legacy characters that you can get. This should be a breeze to get an A with. We got really lucky with some of the polls, so we actually got the A+, which is phenomenal. I think this is my first A+ with TM Opera, so I'm very happy about that. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We got the 2 speed and 3 long distance. This is a wonderful build. Oh my. This is going to be a legacy card that I'm going to be using, but here's a look at the stats and the skills, and I'll go back to my outro. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I try to post up daily if possible, but other than that, leave a comment in the comment section who you'd like me to see me train next, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
常に覇王の隣にいたことを誇るといい。